thank you so much for coming in for this video. I was tagged to do this video, and I'm really happy about that because I've never been tagged. I mean, that's kind of cool. But anyway, tagged by Leigh Live. She's got a fabulous channel. I don't know if you guys have checked her out, but you should because she is a hoot. She's funny. She does all kinds of videos on purses and stuff that she buys at thrift stores and just everywhere because she is a shopper. Anyway, so she did a video. She was tagged, and she tagged a few of us, a few of her subscribers, on what pisses you off. And I was really excited to get a tag from Leigh Live. That was really nice of you. And the little shout out she gave at the end was very nice as well. Well, I don't know. It's kind of a strange topic, I guess. I've never really well, maybe I have without even being tagged, about things that piss me off, things that bother me, I guess. But there's quite a few things that I thought about and that I talked about before, but I'm kind of continuing the video now. So I thought I would start with things that really piss me off here at home, and then I'll talk in the world and at work and whatnot. All right, I hate how I have always touch my face. I just hate that, but I feel the hair in my face, and that pisses me off that I always have to touch my face. Today, we have a really, really fabulous recycling thing here in our neighborhood. They come every Tuesday. They pick up everything from glass to paper. I recycle all the bubble wrap, all of the peanuts that I get that I see at work. Anybody's throwing things out, boxes, I use them. So here at home, I really get upset if I find a can of Coke or styrofoam in the trash can. I just want to shoot somebody. When young people especially some of the young people I've worked with, and I'm talking people in their 20s, literally I see them throwing away things like gift bags. They're perfectly fine, and I have fished them out of trash cans when I see them. If they're right on top, I'll pull them out and recycle them. And somebody once told me, oh, that's gross that you're taking them out of trash. Well, to me, it's gross that you're not recycling and don't care about the earth, because I think it's very, very important. So don't talk to me about, you know, you're going to vote for this and that, and you're going to do this and that, and you care about this and that, and you cannot recycle. Or when I was going to school, we had like a little shuttle bus that would go around and drop the students off at their parking lot and around the campus. Literally less than on that bus. And ride around. I just couldn't believe that. Here they are, 20 years old, 18 years old, and they cannot walk. I don't understand that. Anyway, that really pisses me off because, you know, that's gas consumption, even though I think that absolutely pisses me off. Robert, are you listening? Robert! Another thing that absolutely pisses me off about my husband, Robert, is that he has this habit of saying, huh, when he doesn't want to hear the question. So I'll ask him something, he'll say, huh? And I'll have to repeat it. I've stopped repeating it because I already know it's something that he just doesn't want to answer. Me off here at home is, another thing that pisses me off about him is that I cannot send him to go buy something really simple like groceries, because if I say cream cheese, he'll bring sour cream. If I say sour cream, he'll bring cottage cheese. He just doesn't know how to buy groceries, and that really makes it hard because we haven't bought groceries probably in 2 weeks. We've just been eating out and eating junk. To buy peanut butter, he comes back with low fat, whatnot. I asked him to buy yogurt the other day. He knows I eat yogurt almost every single day with a little granola for breakfast, and he brought back plain yogurt. And he's seen me buy pineapple and blueberry and strawberry and all kinds, but he comes back with plain yogurt. So, okay, I don't do that very often because he just doesn't know what he's doing. He cannot do it. The older he gets, the more he loves his motorcycle. He's always been an aficionado, Harley-Davidson biker. He loves his bikes, but it seems like the older I get, the more frightened I am of him driving them, and the more adamant he is about riding them. And so it's just a fear that I have, and I get pissed off at myself because I was going to go to wasn't that way. That's how we met, and I used to ride the bike. I used to ride with him and all of that, and that kind of pisses me off that I'm so scared of them now. I'm scared when he gets on them. I'm scared to get on them. I don't get on them anymore, so that really pisses me off. I used to be so carefree and free-spirited about that. And now that kind of pisses me off. So, yeah. Okay, that's another thing. I wish I could hop on that bike and enjoy it the way I used to when we were younger. When you're younger, you think of yourself as immortal, I guess. And then as you get older, as I get older, I get fearful of things like that. And so that's one thing that really pisses me off. I wish I wasn't like that. I wish I would just enjoy it for what it is and appreciate his enjoyment. But anyway, I'm working on that. Now on to the outside. I hate the Houston traffic. I hate the drivers in Houston. They don't yield. They don't follow any kind of safety rules. They just kind of make their own as they go along. They honk at you if you stayed at the light for more than a second after the light has turned green. They just rush and rush and rush and rush and wait, because that's all we do here is rush and wait. So what else do I hate? I hate Houston weather. It is long, hot, arduous. It is incredibly hot. Still is here, going on October already. And we may see maybe a month of winter, and that's it. And I hate that. I love winter fashions. I love boots and coats and scarves, and I can never, ever have a chance to wear everything that's in my closet because our winters are just way too short. So that pisses me off. Let me see. Then time goes way too fast. I wish every day was about 27 hours long, because I need those 3 extra hours to do everything I want to do. I want to make videos. I want to work ahead at my work, write my lesson plans over the weekend, and be ready by Friday, and I never do. So that kind of stuff really, really pisses me off. But I hate it when I'm at a thrift store and I'm in the middle of looking at a rack and I'm going through the clothes and whatnot, and someone will very likely come next to me and not just start pushing the clothes towards me, squeezing my, my little frame of vision there, but sometimes they actually reach over and grab something from the middle of where I am actually shuffling through, and that is just the most irritating. The thing that really, I have to bite my tongue and try not to get to my other side, because it can get ugly if but I cannot afford to do that. So, but it really does piss me off when people are rude enough to do that, or when I have been waiting and waiting to see things that they keep under the counter. Things like jewelry and purses are often kept under the counters, and then I'll ask them for it. Like, let's say I'll get a basket of jewelry that they're going to show me, or a little rack of bracelets or whatever, and then someone will inevitably come behind me and start looking at what I just waited probably 20 minutes to get, and then they want first dibs on it. And I've definitely spoken up about that, and then people get into tiffs about it. They get upset, but I get upset too, because I'm the one that's been waiting, and sometimes they don't even realize that, they don't even realize how rude it is to do that. I'm looking through it and they come and grab it, and that just makes me very upset. Really, yeah, I hate that. About thrift stores, that's one thing I hate. Another thing I hate is that they're very moody. Sometimes they'll sell you something if it doesn't have a price, and then other times it's like, no, I can't sell it, don't have a price, and just toss it in the back. You'll never see it again. I hate that that not all the stores are consistent. Like, even if it's the same chain, like Value Village, they will have a half price day and they'll do everything half price. Or other stores say, no, we're not going to do everything, we're just going to, or whenever they have a half price, they don't do the jewelry, or they don't do the handbags. So their policies are not consistent. That really pisses me off. A lot of times, not everyone, of course, but like I'll be with friends or something, or get-togethers with neighbors, and someone will comment on something, and I'll say, oh, I got it at a thrift store. Like one time I had a Vera Bradley bag, and someone commented on it and said it was really pretty, and where'd I get it? And I said I got it at a thrift store. And they said, what? Really? I go into the thrift stores once in a while, and I've never seen anything like that. Basically, it makes me feel like they're calling me a liar, like I'm just making things up. But what pisses me off is that people think that if you walk into a thrift store, you're going to see it displayed like they do at Macy's. Like you're going to see 5 Vera Bradleys, just there waiting for you to buy. No, that's not the way you find things at the thrift store. You literally have to get down into the bins. You have to look around. You have to look through 5 or 6 pieces of junk before you find something nice. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people walk into a thrift store once a year to look for a costume or something, and they think that they're going to find a Vera Bradley or a designer handbag or something. So that kind of pisses me off when people, you know, have that kind of reaction. Or I hate when I'm at a restaurant, and whether it's a nice restaurant or just, but if it's service, table service, I hate when they come and leave the food and then they never come back. They never come back to see if it was nice, if it was good, if you need a fork or anything. That I hate. And then they still, at the very last minute, when you're almost done with your meal, they'll come and they'll do the niceties, and they'll go through their little spiel, trying to garner that tip. I hate that, and it just, I don't know if I hate it. Oh, I was going to say this about work, any kind of work. I've done a lot of work with people in the education business, and I cannot stand when people give the lip service to autism, but they don't understand it. They don't bother to understand it. They don't bother to understand learning disabilities and that kind of thing. And they kind of act like it's a nuisance. Like you're assume that students with special needs are somehow getting away with something. They keep trying to use discipline methods that are used with typical children, and when you try to explain to them that kind of discipline does not work with children on the spectrum, they just kind of look at you like, yeah, right. They just don't believe you. They don't have any inkling as to what the disorder is. They don't want to learn about it. They don't want to know about it. And it's really pissing me off, because the more I read about it, every time I pick up an article, every time I research or start reading something, the statistics are getting more and more prevalent. It's just a prevalent disorder. It is here. We need to deal with it. And people are not prepared. People are not prepared to have this type of learner in their classroom. Teachers seem to resent it in a way, and it just pisses me off, because now I just read 1 in 50 children will be diagnosed with autism, and not all school districts have self-contained classrooms. Not all school districts are going to put an autism child in a special education classroom. They are going towards mainstream big time, because they cannot afford to put 1 in 50 children in a special classroom. And honey, if you're a teacher, you need to get ready and you need to deal. And that's pissing me off, because I have seen a lot of teachers who just think that, oh, well, the behavior is really disruptive, so can't we just get rid of him? No, you can't. The law says you have to teach everyone, and you will. That pisses me off. But anyway, I just can't, I can't change the world, I know that, but those are some of the things that kind of piss me off. And let me see, is that it? I think that's pretty much it. Pretty much, life is good. I love my job. I love my husband. I love my kids. I'm grateful that my kids are healthy, and that I have places like YouTube to vent and rave and be happy on as well. I love you guys watching the videos. I love being tagged. Love Leanne. She is awesome. She makes some great videos. Makes me laugh all the time. So guys, it was good talking to y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know, and feel free to do the same, okay? Consider yourself tagged. Bye.